Texture is an important element of design. Texture adds interest to any design, and incorporating various textures in a design is a must to create an interesting and appealing look. Textures in the flower world can be smooth, fluffy, rough, soft, and hard, just to name a few. Combining different textures in a design gives the design an appealing character. Having the same textures in a design makes the design look bland and boring. Floral items which would be considered to have a smooth texture are large tropical leaves like monstera leaves, cordyline leaves, and gymea leaves. Flowers such as anthuriums, calla lilies, frangipanis, and even tulips have a smooth texture. Fluffy textured floral items would be leaves such as wattle and grevillea leaves, and flowers such as stock, early cheer jonquils, wattle flowers, peonies, and even double and parrot tulips. Soft textures would include such items as sweet pea, blushing bride, freesias, David Austin roses, Singapore orchids, and Vanda orchids. Camellia leaves, viburnum leaves, roses, gerberas, cymbidium orchids, and phalaenopsis orchids have hard textures. Textures are usually tactile, but they can also be visual, and the visual almost always overrides the tactile. A flower such as a phalaenopsis orchid may be quite soft to touch, but is a hard-looking flower because it is a solid and big flower. When designing with flowers, it's best to put flowers of different textures together. Smooth flowers and foliage look good next to fluffy and soft-textured flowers and leaves. Fluffy textured foliage and flowers look best next to smooth and hard foliage and flowers. Fluffy textures next to soft textures tend to blend into one another, and the look is very confusing. There is no distinction between one and the other. And if the colours are similar, then it's very difficult to tell the flowers apart. As an example, when putting a fluffy textured flower such as stock next to a fluffy foliage such as wattle, the two blend into each other. Putting stock next to a hard foliage like camellia shows off the stock to its fullest. When putting two things together that have a hard or smooth texture, the design can look very boring and one-dimensional. Roses next to monstera leaves can look quite bland. There are, however, times when two similar textures put next to each other can look quite good. If the two items have distinctly different colours, then there is a possibility they will look good next to each other. So as a rule of thumb, using various combinations of textured flowers will always create a wonderful looking arrangement.